Only Simon Harris knows the date of the election, but it doesn't matter because we are ready to go on our marks and ready to make history. Now is the time. Now, Okurja, is the time for new leadership for Ireland, a leader with vision, ambition and determination to deliver the real change our people need. Someone who leads from the front, come what may, to move Ireland forward, to unite our country, to deliver a future of hope, opportunity, prosperity for all. Okurja, raise the roof for the woman leading us into the next general election, the woman leading us hopefully into government, our leader, my great friend, worker in Sinn Féin, MaryLou McDonald.
And as MaryLou McDonald makes her way to the podium there, she's getting a standing ovation and tumultuous welcome from the party delegates, from her colleagues on the stage there, MLAs, TDs, MEPs. And of course, they all know this general election is imminent and she will be keen to inspire the party to vigorously prepare for that campaign. And of course, to reach out to voters with Sinn Féin's alternative policy offerings. And we can hear now from MaryLou McDonald.
We come here from Ireland's 32 counties to Athlone, our eyes on the future. From Dublin to Derry, Waterford to Tyrone, we want to end partition and unite our country. We believe in Ireland and our people. We are Republican activists in the tradition of Connolly and Markievicz, Sands and O'Farrell, McGuinness and O'Hare. We aspire, we dream, we reach for a new Ireland, for the Republic. Our demands, most moderate, are we only want the earth. And that is why we step forward, never backing down, to lead from the front. The general election is coming. And if you're through with bad government, waste of public money, failure to deliver, if you believe in an Ireland where workers, families and communities come first, we want you to know that when this election comes, Sinn Féin is ready. Ireland's story is shaped by determination to overcome and belief in a better tomorrow. In our people, we have everything we need to achieve a great future. We need a government capable of harnessing that potential. We want to lead that government, bringing the voices of ordinary people to the corridors of power, putting your needs on the cabinet table. Give us that chance, because there is one certainty. Workers and families cannot afford another 5 years of Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil running the show. Friends, Ireland recognises the Palestinian state, stands with the Palestinian people. We call for immediate ceasefires in Gaza and Lebanon and for an end to the genocide. Children are being slaughtered. Israel must be sanctioned. Ireland must act. The transportation of Israeli weapons through Irish airspace is illegal and unacceptable. Government can't say one thing in the glare of TV cameras and something very different behind closed doors. So the blocking of the Occupied Territories Bill and the Israeli Settlements Divestment Bill must end now. Palestine cries out for peace, for justice, for freedom, and Palestine will know that freedom come what may. Family is where we learn decency, compassion, how to be a good neighbour. Families depend on a secure home, healthcare, affordable childcare, decent work with decent pay, and the right to retire with your pension at 65. We need a government that really gets this and understands that even in the best of families there can be tension, in the best of societies too. We're a welcoming country. We dig deep when people need help. Racism is repulsive. It must be faced down, and it will be faced down. During the summer, as you know, we launched our plan on international protection. Community, fairness, common sense must be at the heart of how we manage immigration. The system has to be resourced, applications dealt with quickly and fairly. IPAS centres must not be located in working-class communities struggling to survive. That's not reasonable and it's not fair. We will always stand up for what's right, and we will always stand up for communities. We have the plan to end the housing crisis, build affordable housing. The average age of a first-time buyer is now 39. Over 4 years, the price of a new home in Dublin increased by 100 grand. Average new rent now almost €2,000 a month. A record number of people homeless. 4,419 of those are children. Shameful. Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael don't get that €500,000 for a home just isn't affordable. But let's face it, folks, when they're building a bicycle shed for €300,000, they're hardly building affordable homes. Our plan makes housing affordable, brings home ownership back into the reach of working people. We will deliver the largest housing programme in the history of the state. 300,000 homes, 50,000 of them affordable homes at prices from €250,000. 75,000 social houses to get families off council waiting lists. We'll cut rents, stop rip-off rent increases, tackle dereliction and the scourge of homelessness, and we'll stop land hoarding in the midst of a housing crisis. That's the scale of ambition needed. You know, we tell our young people that if you work hard, opportunity will come. For over a decade, that promise has been broken. The housing crisis has driven young people to Perth, Boston, Toronto, denied them their chance to stay, denied more their chance to come home. A home of your own is the plan to restore that hope for a generation, to transform housing in Ireland. Give us the chance and we will get the job done. I was once that parent juggling work with 2 small children. I understand. Professionals. I also know they must be paid fairly. We'll deliver the pay increase they deserve. Parents fork out a fortune in childcare fees. All Fine Gael offers you is a soundbite. Sinn Féin offers you a plan to make childcare affordable. Childcare for €10 a day per child. We can deliver that by September 2025. A plan that builds capacity, increases spaces in local facilities, extends leave to 52 weeks for parents to care for babies in their first year. Crucial steps towards public provision. It's time to get childcare right. No spin, no sound bites, just action. Children with scoliosis and spina bifida waiting in agony, waiting years for operations is a scandal. It's a scandal. In 2017, Simon Harris made a promise to these children. He broke that promise. So no more delay. These children must get the care they need now. Our hospitals are overcrowded, emergency departments in crisis, over 800,000 people on treatment waiting lists. And you know, there is a cost to this, a human cost. People have paid with their lives. Eva Johnston paid with her young life. Tonight we send our solidarity to Aoife's family, her heartbroken parents, Carol and James. The emergency at University Hospital Limerick shows a government unable to fix what's broken. We will deliver a second A&D for the Midwest. We have a plan to fix our health and mental health services, cutting the cost of healthcare, delivering free GP care, more medical cards, safely staffing our hospitals, supporting our ambulance service. We are the party to deliver universal healthcare within a decade, providing the right care in the right place at the right time. Here's Dave. You have the right to walk the street safely. But after nearly 14 years of Fine Gael injustice, Garda numbers have dropped, community Gardaí cut, Garda stations closed. That's their track record. As a proud Dubliner, I am sick of the government line that our city is safe, having abandoned it to open drug dealing, criminal gangs and antisocial behaviour. That's the reality in Dublin and elsewhere. It's time to get real, to turn the tide back in favour of communities, to put enough Gardaí on our streets. We'll commence the most ambitious recruitment drive ever, starting with the recruitment of 1,000 new Gardaí. As women and girls, we have the right to be safe anytime and anywhere. Ending the scourge of domestic and gender-based violence demands genuine zero tolerance and changes in our justice system. Strong, safe communities are built from the grassroots up, so we must invest in youth work, community development, local services and infrastructure. We pledge to put €1 billion of the Apple tax into communities left behind by Fianna Fáil and by Fine Gael. If Pearse Doherty were introducing the budget on Tuesday, it would be a budget to deliver immediate, lasting benefits to workers and families, to help ordinary people with the cost of living, making housing affordable, delivering childcare for €10 a day, increasing the minimum wage, eliminating student fees. We'll cut the USC for every worker, abolishing it on the first €45,000 of your income. That means average workers will pay no USC. Every budget is a choice. We choose to back you and your family. We choose to back people with disabilities to live full lives as equal citizens with access to work, education, services and independent living. The UN Optional Protocol on the Rights of People with Disabilities must be ratified. No more delay. Our budget provides the most substantial package of support for carers ever presented in a single budget. Carers show extraordinary dedication. For too many, there's no recognition from the state. Caring is work, done with love, saving the state billions. It's unfair that carers' allowance is means tested. So I want to be very clear. In government, Sinn Féin would abolish the means test for carers' allowance. And to Ireland's carers, we see you, we hear you, we recognise you, but above all else, we thank you. Money is hard earned and taxes are paid in good faith. Public money must be used wisely, or at least that's how I see it. Not so this government. Don't mind his spin. The Taoiseach himself green-lighted the contract that's costing you billions for the most expensive hospital in the world. He's also, in government, presided over a security hut for €1.4 million, and of course the infamous bicycle shed. They've used €10 million of your money trying to stop us receiving $14 billion in Apple tax. And folks, all the while, children wait for spinal surgery, assessment of needs, for school places and for supports. This can't continue. Obscene waste and chronic need, and I tell you, I won't tolerate either. Sinn Féin is ambitious for renewable energy and energy independence. We'll invest in infrastructure and planning, back renewable projects, wind energy, solar, green hydrogen. We need an all-of-society response to climate change, a renewable energy transformation. People want to respond to the climate and biodiversity crisis, so let's empower them, communities urban and rural, and compensate our farmers for the very big part that they will play. Although the elections in the summer didn't match our expectations, we are joined tonight by a team of new Sinn Féin councillors, and I want to extend a welcome to each and every one of you. We're joined by two new Sinn Féin MEPs in Lynn Boylan and Kathleen Funchion, Fáiltearobh Freisin. And in the north, we made history, electing 7 Sinn Féin members of Parliament. The North's political institutions are back, and Michelle O'Neill is the First Minister for all. The programme for government focuses on delivering improvements in people's lives. The British government must now act to fund services, infrastructure and progress. Casement Park must be delivered. We seek an era of transformation beyond Tory division and austerity. We acknowledge the courageous family of Pat After 34 years, they've won a public inquiry. They must have truth and justice. So too must other families, like that of Sean Brown. We stand with them all. We can unify Ireland. We need a mature, respectful conversation about constitutional change. Be in no doubt, unity referendums are coming. By the end of this decade, people north and south must have their say. The Dublin and London governments can't continue to tread water. It's time to plan and prepare. That means a green paper on Irish unity, a citizens' assembly, a minister for reunification at the Department of An Taoiseach, a new government with a clear-cut commitment to holding referendums. Every generation walks their own length of this journey. Today, we hold the compass and the map. We decide the direction for this generation and those to come. So let's work for it. Let's believe in it. And let's make Irish unity happen. Tá Sinn Féin doíre faoi cultúr na hÉireann. Ní cultúr colínach cún aganta Caol, ach cultúr nua aimsire, incumsíoch splódrach na Gael, a spragan an Colleen Ciún, agus bucalaí bríomhmhar a ní cap Véil Ferriste. Tegan ní cap agus éasóg ar linne tábhacht ar deanga. Mar a hiag léacra nídéag sédéag, réabhlód na bhilí a spragan Sinn Féin gach lá ar Son Éireann, ní amháin séir ach Gaelach. Poblacht na nGaillimh atá bunaithe ar ineistú cuimsitheach ullmhíneach san Ailíonn sa teanga agus is slánú na Gaeltachta. You all know that in life you have your ups and you have your downs. Time when you need someone to put an arm around you. Over this last year, I have felt that kindness in my own life, and I thank you for it. I'm an optimist, an Irish Republican, a mother who wants the best for her children and for yours. And when I need inspiration, I remember who raised me, who I am. One of four, raised by my mother on her own, who worked to pay rent and bills to make sure we had every chance in life. I was raised to never give up, to stand by the things I know to be right. And I am more determined. Sinn Féin is more determined than ever to build a better, fairer, united Ireland for everyone. We are not giving up, not ever. And so to you, the working people of Ireland, families, carers, communities who deserve so much better. Young people who deserve so much more. Don't you give up either. Don't let those who have run this state for over 100 years have their own way again. They told us, remember, that a nationalist would never lead government in the north. They were wrong. Change is possible. So hold tightly to your hope, your belief, our dream. The dream of Easter 1916, sustained by generations of believers who faced the hard road and never, ever gave in. The realisation of that dream now falls to us. The general election is coming. The countdown is on, a choice to be made. You can turn the page, call time on the crisis in housing, healthcare and the cost of living. I ask you to vote for that hope, ambition for delivery. Say goodbye to government for the vested interests, vulture funds and the cosy club. Vote for a government for working people, for you, your family, your community. With your support, if you give us the opportunity, that's the government that Sinn Féin will deliver. So now, my friends, we face together the opportunity of a lifetime. Let's seize it. Let's seize it with both hands. Together. Araigling, Gurimila Mahagwiv is on Fublocht Abu.
And so MaryLou McDonald has concluded her leader's speech. Once again there receiving enthusiastic applause and a standing ovation from delegates and elected representatives. Michelle O'Neill, First Minister of Northern Ireland, at her shoulder there. Pierce Doherty now greeting her as well, and her other colleagues from the front bench of the party, and of course MLAs alongside them as well. She touched on key party priorities in that speech, dealing with housing, childcare, policing, and of course she also outlined her party's alternative budget policies. That's where we're going to leave it for now. From all of us here at the Sinn Féin Ard Fheis in Athlone, good evening.